Alright, so hi there. Today is the 53rd day of our stock market portfolio challenge against the ISEQ 20, Dow Jones Industrial Average, and the PSEI. So let's look first at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. But before that, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe and ring the notification bell for all future content so that when we come out with videos about stock market and Bitcoin trading and Forex and basically business stuff and life hacks, then you will be automatically updated. Alright, so without further ado, the day 53 of the stock market portfolio challenge. For Dow Jones Industrial Average, the market fell a bit from 28,606.31 to 28,335.57. The slide was a bit expected after many weeks of climbing. So the market went down by 1.2% or 1.18%. Look at the portfolio that we have. Cisco is at 38.82, was also greatly affected. Goldman Sachs at 205.04, Honeywell at 175.54. This stock went up by a bit since last week. IBM is greatly affected from 125 to 116. So is Intel Corporation, 54 to 48. JP Morgan went up 101 to 103. Merck from 79.83 just kept the price. UNH went up to 330.60 while Verizon fell to 57.96. All in all, the portfolio was at 10,286.15, falling from 2.38% last week, plus 2.38, now to negative 0.14. So this is the first time, there was a time in October 2. So this was the first time since October 2's close when the portfolio is negative. So it's now negative 0.14 versus the original portfolio, and we are now lagging the market by 708 points. Yes, and 2.56%. Why? Because the market was 3.4% up last time, and then it just went down to 2.42, while we lost about 2.4%. So now we are lagging the market by 2.56%. So we're not performing really well over in the US. So what about ISEQ 20? ISEQ 20 from October 16, 1161.72, now at 1156.99. The market is just up 5.31%. Our portfolio, Cairn Homes at 0.851, went up. CRH 31.29, yes, went down from 32.77 last time. Glanbia from 8.39 to 8.34 this week. Hibernia rate now at 1.066, up a bit. Irish Residential is also up to 1.384. Smurfit Kappa 34.48 from 35 last time. Total Produce 1.14, now 1.148. So all in all, the total portfolio is now at 11,363.50, up by 33 points. The corresponding index now for our portfolio is 1140.63. It's negative 16 versus ISEQ 20, whereas last week it's negative 24. So we gained by 8 points. Also, we are now up 3.82% versus the original portfolio, so we're now lagging the market by 1.5%. Last week, we were lagging at 2.2, now we're lagging at 1.4%. This is now the best performance versus the market for the last 3 weeks. Now, what about PSEI? PSEI was the biggest gainer for this week among all the indices that we're tracking. There are about 22 of them. The market the market in the Philippines went up by 9% this week. So from 5898.47, it went down up to 56484.96. which is now 10.19% versus the original price when we first entered. Our portfolio AGI 860 went up by a lot. BPI from 66.70 to 74.40. DMC from 4.27 to 4.56. GT cap was also one of the biggest mover, 387 to 449. Look at LTG from 10.40 to 13.06, about 30%. Yeah. MBT 40.9 to 42.2, again big move. Security Bank 93 to 98, not so much. Globe 1992 to 2020. Mega World 298 to 3.14. RLC 2 pesos from 14.10 to 16.10. Now the total value of the portfolio is 117,064.50, or about 17% versus the original portfolio. So we're now up 17%, which is corresponding to about 170 years of savings deposit interest. Correspondingly, our index is at 6888.29, which is about 404.23 plus versus the market. So we are now gaining versus the market by 6.87%. We are up by 17, the market is just up by 10%. So this is, I think, one of the best performance that we had. While the market in the Philippines outperform all the markets, at least the markets that we are tracking around the world, by gaining 9% week on week. We even beat the market and went up by not just 9% but 11.1%. So we added the gain from this week from the gain last week at about 5.69. Now we're leading the market by 6.87. So in summary, our portfolio performance is not that good when you take a look at Dow Jones Industrial Average. There's no excuses there. For ISEQ 20, we're also not performing as well as the ISEQ 20, but somehow we are catching up with the market. But for PSEI, we are currently plus 6% already versus the market, almost plus 6.87% versus the market. So I say that we are doing well, in fact, fantastic versus our own PSEI, because as I said, versus the 21 other markets that we are tracking, PSEI outperformed them all by gaining 9% this week. Meanwhile, our portfolio even gained almost 12%, 11.1% week on week. So we added 2.1%. I was really afraid that we will be overtaken by the market this week, but apparently no. We are still ahead, and we even added to our lead by 1.1%. So that's it this week. Thank you for listening to us. We'll see each other again next week. Thank you and bye.